Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. After months behind bars, Todd and Julie Chrisley are free, but freedom, they reveal, hasn't felt quite like the liberation many would expect. Once reality TV royalty through their hit show Chrisley Knows Best, the couple's world unraveled in 2022 when they were convicted of tax evasion and bank fraud. They were sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison. Reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley are stepping back into the spotlight, but this time with raw honesty and heartfelt vulnerability. In a newly released interview, the couple opened up about the emotional and practical hurdles they faced since returning home from federal prison, revealing a side of themselves fans rarely see: unguarded, humbled, and determined to rebuild. Best known for their hit series, Chrisley Knows Best, the couple once portrayed a picture-perfect Southern family full of laughter, designer labels, and cheeky one-liners. But after serving time on charges of bank fraud and tax evasion, Todd and Julie say life is very different and far more complicated than what fans saw on television. It's not about fame anymore, Todd shared in the interview, seated beside Julie at their Nashville home. It's about family, faith, and finding peace after the storm. Julie, still soft-spoken but visibly stronger, described the emotional toll of prison. "It breaks you down," she admitted. "Not just physically, but spiritually. I had to learn how to survive in silence, how to let go of control. And I had to find strength in prayer every single day." The couple, who served separate sentences at different facilities, said their time apart tested them in ways they never imagined. Communication was limited, and parenting from behind bars, especially for their youngest son Grayson and granddaughter Chloe, was a daily heartache. "There were days I felt like I failed them," Julie confessed. "But I'd remind myself that showing up, even from a distance, still mattered." Since returning home, the Chrisleys say their focus has shifted entirely to healing their family, reconnecting with their children, rebuilding trust, and adapting to the emotional aftermath of incarceration have become top priorities. "People think you just come home and pick up where you left off," Todd said. "But everything is different. We're different. You have to earn back what was broken." Despite the heaviness, the couple has not lost their signature sense of humor. Todd cracked a smile recalling his first post-prison grocery run. "I spent 20 minutes in the cereal aisle. I didn't even know half of those brands existed." As for the future, Todd and Julie remain cautiously optimistic. While they hinted at new creative projects, including a possible return to television, they are more focused on authenticity than entertainment. "If we tell our story again," Julie said, "it'll be the truth. No filters, no gloss, just who we really are." The Chrisleys' return may not be wrapped in the glamour fans once knew, but their honesty is striking a chord. In a culture obsessed with image, Todd and Julie are offering something else: a story of redemption, faith, and the long road back to grace. But thanks to a presidential pardon from Donald Trump, they walked out of prison much sooner than expected, only to find themselves grappling with an entirely new challenge: reintegrating into the real world. From cameras to concrete walls, the Chrisleys' downfall and release. In the latest episode of their podcast, Chrisley Confessions 2.0, the couple didn't hold back about the emotional weight of adjusting to post-prison life. And if you think being back home is a sigh of relief, it's not that simple. "I've actually talked to a few of the women that I was in prison with that are already home," Julie shared candidly. "And we all have this general consensus that it's kind of weird to even say it." But Todd jumped in without hesitation. "No, it's not weird. Life is rougher than prison life," he said. "I mean, that's a sad thing to say because it is so horrific, the conditions that you're there for, but that's from a physical standpoint. From an emotional and psychological standpoint, it is harder dealing with day to day." That raw honesty sheds light on a truth rarely discussed. The outside world, with all its freedom, comes with mental burdens that prison life, in its predictability, didn't prepare them for, Prison routines versus real-world pressure. Julie elaborated on how time behind bars reshaped her mind. "There's very little you can do because you're in prison," she said. "And people told me this when I first got there. You can't live out there and in here at the same time because they'll literally run you crazy. And the longer you're there, the more removed you become to the world." She went further, revealing the emotional toll of family separation and the chilling adaptability of the human mind. The longer that people are away from their kids, as crazy as it sounds, because it's a double-edged sword, the easier it becomes because you get into your own routine. It's this slow drift from one reality to another that makes reintegration complicated. Gratitude for the pardon, but new struggles ahead. Still, there's no denying that the presidential pardon changed the game. Unlike many others who served their full sentence, the Chrisleys avoided the slow crawl of a halfway house or supervised probation. Todd acknowledged just how significant that was. "We didn't have to go to a halfway house, so we don't have to answer to a probation officer. We're not limited as to where we can go and how we can move," he added. "So I think we were thrown right back into the real world." And being thrown back in, without the buffer of transitional programs, has forced them to confront emotions many formerly incarcerated people are often too afraid to admit. Their message is clear: life after prison isn't just about freedom, it's about relearning how to live. And for Todd and Julie Chrisley, the journey is only beginning. Once the darlings of reality TV, Todd and Julie Chrisley's glamorous empire crumbled beneath federal charges of tax evasion and fraud. Their lavish lifestyle, once flaunted on Chrisley Knows Best, gave way to prison sentences and public scrutiny. Now released, the couple faces a sobering new reality: life after fame, freedom with consequences. Far from red carpets and scripted moments, Todd and Julie are navigating redemption, family repair, and a future far removed from the spotlight that once adored them. Their fall was steep, but their next chapter is being written with humility, hope, and hard-won lessons. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Todd and Julie Chrisley right now. Come back here often for all Todd and Julie Chrisley spoilers, news, and updates. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.